A few days ago, when I pointed out that Obama hadn't responded to the caricature that Donald Trump made of him, I was, and I also said that I don't think he would respond, and I don't think he should respond. I think Obama should have done that, not responded at all. Well, I think Eddie Glaude kind of had the same response that I had to the former president's response because it is so out of date. But I tell you what, let's go ahead and play that little segment, and then I'll talk a little bit more on the other side.
May I ask you, Eddie, quickly before we go? President Obama responded for the first time to that racist video of him and his wife posted on President Trump's account. Let's listen.
There's this sort of clown show that's happening in social media and on television. And what is true is that there doesn't seem to be any shame about this among people who used to feel like you had to have some sort of decorum and a sense of propriety and respect for the office, right? So that's been lost.
So he never mentioned Trump by name. Do you think that was intentional?
Yes, I do. And, there's an elegance in the response. But, as I watched that entire interview, Alex, I'll say this, and I know I'm going to get in trouble. It felt like a time that's long gone. That the politics, that the period, that the moment that we're in, how can I put it? It's almost like a Victorian ethos in the moment of the 1970s. They just don't mix in some ways. I think.
But is it wistful for you? It's got to be wistful. It's wistful for you, right? Thinking, if only.
No, I'm not nostalgic at all. I'm not nostalgic for that time at all. We're in the midst of a 5-alarm fire. And we can't long for what was. We're going to have to address what we're facing now, and we need to do so as aggressively as possible. Yeah. We can't fall back on decorum. We need to call these people out for what they're doing and for who they are.
See, that's why you're a professor at Princeton, no less.
Now, let me tell you, first of all, still have a lot of respect for President Obama, but I think President Obama and many of the older parts of the Democratic Party, the establishment, they have really failed to acknowledge what's currently occurring in America. I don't think they are seeing the severity of what Trump is doing, not only structurally, but what he is doing to the psyche of the American people. Earlier today on my morning program, I spoke about most people being good. And another, Patrick, another listener, regular, pointed out that he read a study that pretty much points out that reality. When they did experiments with animals, they found out that people have a certain amount of built-in empathy. But like I mentioned on the show this morning, externalities are effective if not counteracted. And by all our past presidents, the only one that I saw really give a pushback, but he was too frail to do it, was former President Carter. But you look at Obama, you look at Bush, they are quiet as this thug is not only taking over the structures of the country, the institutions of the country, but they were silent as he was changing the psyche of the country. I mean, where he allowed, by his own behavior, he allowed the unadulterated hate that people had learned to keep internalized, which was for the good, right? Because eventually, when all these things don't come out, what happens many a times is it stays, it festers, and as you know, with a lot of flames, if it festers long enough, it extinguishes itself. But if it's allowed to come back up, there you go with another fire to put out. There are times that I say what Donald Trump is good at doing is showing who we really are. And that's just a partial statement. Donald Trump has shown the kind of hate that still lives in many Americans' heart. But what he has also done is created the infrastructure to inject hate into the American people. And for that, he should never be forgiven. For that, he should never be forgiven. And the types of response that we have from Obama when Donald Trump presents that picture, yes, it was a smooth, logical, patient, passive type of response. I think he should have just been quiet. I think no matter what, he should have just been quiet and let others like myself and all those who are going to be able to point out to the president that he is nothing but a racist thug. And then behind the scene, Obama should be doing a whole lot more.